Hello everyone, hope you're all well. Today we're going to be doing a slightly different video and I am going to be testing out soap brows. So I did a little order on Beauty Bay the other day and I saw this and I've seen so many people using it, particularly on Instagram, and I thought, do you know what, let's give it a go, because I did get my brows laminated a few months ago and absolutely loved it. And obviously we can't do things like that at the moment, so I thought if this works well it would be a good like at-home alternative to brow lamination. Obviously if you get your brows laminated it just stays for like 6 weeks, but if this is really as simple as just using this like soap on your brows and it makes your brows really fluffy and pretty looking, then this could be really good. So I thought I'd just do a little video of me testing it out. Obviously, as I'm sure many of you know or can tell, I am in no way a beauty expert at all. I try my best, but as we can see, my best is not that good. But we're going to try it out, and if I can make this look good, then I think anyone can. But I'm going to stop rambling and let's just get into it. So I'm not sure if there's multiple different versions of this product, but the one I've got is just called Soap Brows by the brand WBCO. Don't know if that's how you say it. And it says this is the original soap brow, so I'm guessing this is the original one. What a shocker. So I got this on Beauty Bay for £12 and it does come with the little brush as well that you use with it. So let's just open it up and see what it's like. So I'm not gonna lie, £12 to me is kind of expensive. Obviously not really expensive, but that's pretty pricey for what is essentially just a soap, I'm guessing. This is the size of it, so it's not massive, but then again I guess you don't need loads for your eyebrows, but it's not the biggest product in the world, and it literally looks like Vaseline. I don't know how well you can see it, but to me that just looks like a tub of Vaseline. Obviously I'm guessing it's gonna work better than Vaseline, but that is what it looks like. Obviously, as I say, it came with that little spoolie brush, and it's also got this. I don't know if it's instructions, so I'm just going to quickly read it. Not that, don't know if I need instructions, but knowing me it's probably best if there is some. So this basically just says that you, well, at first it says you went to prep it with their mist, which I don't have, so maybe I'll just put some like setting spray over my eyebrows to get them a bit damp. And then it just says rub the applicator over the product, gather a small amount and brush through, and then let it dry for a minute. So that seems pretty straightforward. I'm going to just grab a setting spray, spray my eyebrows to make them a bit damp, I guess, and we will see how it goes. I didn't put any product in my eyebrows just because I wanted to see how it just looked on its own, but I'm guessing if you wanted to fill in your eyebrows you'd do that before, because obviously you've already set it. I don't really know. If you guys know which order you'd do it, let me know, but I guess you'd fill them in before and then spike it up after, so it's like a mascara? Brow mascara? I don't know, but we will see what happens. Let me just grab a setting spray. So I'm just going to use the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus spray. I've had this for so long. I know a lot of makeup technically expires, but do you know what? I'm sure it's fine. So I'm just going to spray a bit of this on my face. Can't really tailor it to just my eyebrows, so we're just going to spray a bit on. So this is the little tin of what I say looks like Vaseline. Here's my little brush. It says just put it in and like rub it. I'm really confused because that feels just like rock hard. I'm like bending the brush trying to get some out. And I'm just checking, like there's no film on it. I'm not being that thick. There isn't a film like stopping it. I think this is just the product. So I'm just really rubbing this brush on it. I feel like I'm definitely doing something wrong, like, right, okay, I think I've managed to get some on here. It looks a bit like white. I don't know if you can even like see any marks that I've made in it. Like it's just sort of made tiny bits of like white stuff, and like my brush is a bit white, so I'm guessing it's done the job. I probably put way too much on now, but it just wasn't like the texture I was expecting. It's really hard. Maybe that's why you're meant to like wet your brows first so it like sticks. But I've got my little mirror, I'm just gonna brush it through. I'll move a bit closer so hopefully you can see it. I'm quite scared, I don't know why. Right, we're just gonna brush it through and see what happens. Ah, okay. It definitely does feel quite like gummy and tacky, which is obviously good. So, as you can see, I don't trim my eyebrow hairs, so there is a lot of hair here and then some like sparse areas, but I'm just going to try and style it how I would my eyebrow obviously, and I will get back to you when I'm done because it says it sets quite quickly, so I don't want it to get stuck in like a weird position. So this is how it looks. Obviously I've got this big bit of hair here that I think I just need to trim. That's nothing really to do with the product, it's just my very like bushy eyebrows. But apart from that, it does look really good, and it does actually quite remind me of when I did get my brows laminated. Like, it has that same sort of effect to it. So side by side, let's see if there's like a big comparison. You can obviously see it makes my brows look a lot bigger and fluffier, which is good. I mean, if you like really thin, like styled brows, it's probably not for you, but I think this actually looks quite good. Obviously, as I say, I would just need to fix my eyebrow hair naturally and then try again. But I'm just going to put it on the other brow as well, and then we can have a look. So that is both eyebrows done. For some reason this one seemed to come out a lot more, I want to say like crisp, like you could really define each hair, whereas this one didn't. But I didn't go back in and get more product because I felt like my spoolie was quite full, so maybe I just needed to put a bit more on. Also, I noticed I did get a few sort of like little white bits, I think, of the soap, because this one had already dried, and I tried to go back in to like reset it, and it didn't really like that and went a bit like, I don't know, bitty on it. This one I think looks alright. It's not as good as this one, but my eyebrows don't really match each other. Like, this is always my better eyebrow. Overall, it was really easy to use. I think, yeah, if you're gonna do it, make sure you get it how you like it on the first try, because if you try and go back in with more product, it just sort of makes it very, I don't know, like tacky, not tacky, just like the product doesn't really sit well in your brows. In terms of how they feel a bit like sticky, so I guess if you wanted to you could like powder them down, but I don't think it's really that bad. Like, you can't like feel that you have something on your skin, if that makes sense. It's just if you touch your brows they do feel a bit tacky, but aside from that I think it works pretty well. It's not as good as brow lamination, but brow lamination is obviously designed to last a lot longer, and it's an actual like beauty procedure, I guess you could say. Like, there's actual perming product and stuff involved, so I think this is a good at-home alternative, especially if you don't want to like permanently alter your natural brow hair. And it does look pretty good. I think it's just a case of having to practice a little bit to get it how you like it, but overall I actually am quite impressed with it. I'd say it is worth the money, because even though I thought £12 was quite expensive, as you saw when I was getting product off, it didn't even like touch like anything at all. It literally still looks pretty much brand new, apart from it has a few little dents in it. So yeah, I think it is worth the money because it's obviously going to last you absolutely ages. Not sure how effective a review this was, because as I say, I am no beauty expert, but hopefully this was useful in some way, or if you're not very good at beauty either, then this can be a little gentle reminder that if I can do it, you can too. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you very soon in the next one.